If you clicked on this video, that means you are someone who loves to progress in life, who loves to find your own purpose in every walk of life. And I think you've come to the right space because today I'm going to tell you about how I was off track for some time and now how I found out that I was not going as per my plan, as per my purpose or goal, and I have veered back into the right direction now. So the journey started a few months ago, about 6-7 months back, when I moved out from my 9 to 5 job with a clear plan of pursuing my creative passions. And that happened well. Before I moved on, I had this 2 years of real good planning period where I worked on my finances, I worked on the other areas of my life, myself, my fitness, my health. So I was working on myself with a very good routine, a very good life, which was filled with wonderful positive habits. And when I made this decision of moving out, there were a few who warned me that I might be faced with a wall or a transition phase where I might find difficulty in adjusting to a life where I have a lot of time and I would have to motivate myself, and that I will not have a specific place to go to every single day. And that happened. I definitely thank all the wonderful souls who advised me on it. Though I struggled for about 3 to 4 months, I think I got that awareness because of this advice which was there within me somewhere. I quickly identified myself with that struggle, with that the confusion that was going on, being this transition. This transition struggle is real, my friend. Because you've been adhering to a certain kind of lifestyle for years. So I have been working for about 12, 13 years in corporate scenario for about 13 years. And to move out from that system of functioning to being on my own, I'm just thankful that the struggle period was only so much. I would say the struggle is only 3 months because the first, I think I left my job in April, and if you look at it, it's going to be a year in a month. In a few days, actually. So what exactly happened is, the first 3 months were more like a honeymoon period. I was just, I don't have to go to work. I just can wake up anytime. Though I was waking up on a decent time. I could do the stuff I want. I could just be with my family. I could go out, watch a lot of movies, read a lot, create a lot of videos, write a lot. The honeymoon phase ended exactly after 3 months. And we had this wedding function at home where we were preparing for that. And that took a little bit of toll on all of us who were, including the bride, because we were all, getting ready, setting it up, because it was a very, very important function for the family. But we cut a little bit of slack during that period because it was important. But after that, I could not get back to my regular routine. Around 15 days ago or 10 days ago, I looked at myself in the mirror and I realized I might have gone a few steps backwards, or I have been at a standstill. And this was a shocking realization. This realization that I was off track for so many days together and I didn't even realize it, though my husband was trying to tell me in between to watch out for my routines. But I was also going through a little bit of tough period, not just the transition, but in terms of family as well. So everything added together and I was this wreck I admit it. The person that I am, who is so obsessed in a good way about routines, about health, about fitness, about good nutritious food, I was off track. And how did I come to this realization? My energy level went low. I was a person who could wake up every morning around 6 a.m. at least. And there are days I had woken up at 5:30 a.m. and I went into writing because I had to finish that second book of mine. So I had regularly woken up at around that time because I found the creative process to be more easy and flowing at that hour of the day. So for me to wake up in the last 3 months was not an easy process, and I found my energy on the lower side, and I was becoming irritable, and I realized I have started reacting to people rather than responding, because I understand my positives and my limitations. So I've been working on my limitations as well, because I've got OCD tendencies. So I have to watch myself before I go into that thinking of that rumination, that, the thoughts in loop. So I have to be aware, I have to be watchful, I have to be cautious of my own thought processes. So I realized I had not been, cautious about how I was feeling, how I was thinking, and I realized I started reacting to people, wherein I could have just remained calm, silent, and chosen a response very deliberately, which did not happen. So, energy low, my irritability, my reactions to people and situations, and my body. I put on weight. I put on probably 3 to 4 kgs in that period. A simple reason being I was not very consistent with my workout regimen and my food planning. I followed a very good workout routine with my husband being a former badminton international, and he owns his own academy now where he has created top hundreds in the world, top 50s and 40s in the world, and somewhere always on the Olympic podium, but I'm hoping that happens soon. So he has given me a routine, and I was following it earlier. And I do my dance cardio as well. There were breaks to this entire routine, and I couldn't get myself back to doing it every day. That's what I realized later. Energy low, and you have to push yourself to do it again to work out. But there's no pushing myself at that point. I do not know. I did want to go low and rest. So I put on weight. And I realized my work, my writing, had also slowed down a bit. Though I was writing almost every 2-3 days, it still was not as regular as I wanted it to be. I was visiting the library and the park, which is my place, my happy place, creative place to go and research and think and write. I was going there, but not as much as I should have. So all of it together made me understand I was off track. I accept it. There's no point in defending, being on the defensive, trying to say that, hey, no, I was still doing this, I was still doing that. Because see, I have got this good tag of being very systematic, meticulous, very planned, very productive, very creative. And for 3 months I was not. So there's no point in trying to convince the other people that I was that, when I will not progress a single step if I don't tell this to myself that I faulted and that I have to pick myself up and walk on. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm in that process. For the past 15 days, I have been on that, pulling myself back on the track. And I have restarted my regimen. I've restarted my workout routine, my skincare routine, my food planning, and my regular writing and the creative work. There is a sense of peace and balance now reinstated after being lost for a few months. This may be the transition phase that people do talk about. I didn't experience this before, so this is new, but I have underwent it now. I think it's over. Now I'm on the track to getting back. So I want to tell you today, I made this video so that you understand setbacks are normal in any journey. Failure is okay. Sometimes it's not even failure, it's because you define success and failure that way. You're just taking a step to the side. You're just learning a bit more. But acceptance is a key, that you have to identify, become aware that you have faltered in your routine, in your journey, and you can always get back. The moment you accept it, the moment you are aware of it, the change has begun. I'd love it if you look into the mirror and try to understand in what stage of your journey is. And if you're going all right, if everything is going well, and if you have that sense of peace within, well and good. But if not, please think about it. Because if you try to hide it to look good in front of others, you're only slowing your own journey. You're only slowing the time that you would take to reach your goals or your dreams. On that note, I'll see you in another video. I love you, and may peace be with you.